everybody, welcome back to cisolife. I'm Brian Hoagley, your host. Good to see you. Check us out anywhere you can find hashtag cisolife. Follow me down on Twitter or on LinkedIn. You can follow me direct on LinkedIn via brianhoagley.com. And as always, it's brought to you by SideChannel. So I thought I'd talk to you today about the role of the vCISO and maybe how it's much more like a lifeguard than most people understand. Not just there to, save you from drowning. Maybe you're in an incident. Maybe you're in a breach. Maybe you've got some other kind of issues going on. Really there to be protective and watchful and help build protective capabilities, maybe around your pool or your organization. Anyway, like to think about it that we're not just there to jump in and save you when bad things happen. We're also there to keep watch, make sure things are going all along, and try to prevent accidents or issues from actually happening. And a nice little mnemonic that that I've been using quite a bit is, how should IT directors, CIOs, leaders, CTOs at startups, how should you be thinking about your security? And it's quite simple. You need to plan, you need to assess, you need to identify and resolve. What does this all mean together? It's a pair. And honestly, if you're doing anything around security yourself, you're probably falling short. So there should be a pair of you doing this. Get it? So what are we looking at? We're trying to plan for our activities. A lot of people spend a lot of unneeded money on assessing or applying risk controls to areas that maybe they just don't need to. So you need to appropriately plan. Try to characterize what, or draw a boundary around what is important to your organization. If your organization is set up like this, but the areas that are critical are here, well, let's just worry about protecting these capabilities. You're going to significantly reduce your costs if you do that, instead of trying to, apply it to the whole thing, right? Makes sense. Let's try to work incrementally and then build up from there. What else are we trying to do? Well, we're trying to assess. So inside of that organization, right, we're going to now assess. Now that we've planned, this is our area that we want to look at. Now we want to assess what is happening within this. Anybody knows I'm a NIST CSF fanboy, and let's apply those controls to this area. Now let's assess this area, this boundary. Anybody in the DoD space knows accreditation boundaries. Let's assess what's going on in there against the controls that we want to adhere to. Once we've done an assessment, we can start identifying what areas are risks, what areas don't meet what we need, and what areas do. Once that assessment happens and the identification of what came out of that assessment, now you've got an actual plan, or at least the tools to be able to start resolving the issues within your accredited or your planned area for security. It's pretty simple, I know, but again, just thought I'd throw it out there. So as a pair, as a team, and contact your local favorite vCISO if you want. You want to be planning what you're doing around cybersecurity. You want to be assessing against a standard or a framework. You want to identify then where your gaps and controls are failing. And then you want to be able to then work towards resolution. You want to start resolving. So PAIR, plan, assess, identify, resolve. Hey, I'm Brian Hoagley. Just thought I'd shoot it out there today for a little bit of information. Hope you found this enjoyable. Follow me anywhere on social media land around hashtag cisolife or down on Twitter, LinkedIn. Again, thanks to our sponsors at SideChannel. I hope to see you soon. Stay safe.